What if the rarest dinosaur fossil, a treasure buried for 67 million years, was hidden right beneath your feet this whole time? Imagine arriving at your local museum, parking your car, and walking across the very ground that shelters a piece of prehistory. This is exactly what happened when a construction crew began routine work under the parking lot of a small but respected natural history museum. They expected to find nothing more than pipes, gravel, and old foundations, but what they uncovered instead would shake the paleontology world. As jackhammers echoed and soil was hauled away, a glint of fossilized bone caught someone's eye. Not just any bone, but a piece of a creature that once roamed our planet millions of years ago. The age? A staggering 67 million years, placing it right at the end of the Cretaceous period, when some of Earth's most iconic dinosaurs lived and died. This one fossil discovery beneath a museum parking lot is more than just a lucky find. It's a doorway into a forgotten past, a reminder that the ground we walk on every day could hide secrets that rewrite what we know about dinosaur fossil discoveries. And this is only the beginning of a story that stretches across continents and time, showing how history hides in the most unexpected places. An ordinary museum, an extraordinary find. Tucked away in a quiet corner of town sits the Midville Natural History Museum, known for its modest yet carefully curated collection of prehistoric artifacts. Located just off the main street, it has long been a local favorite for school trips and curious visitors eager to see ancient fossils without traveling to the world's biggest institutions. For years, the museum operated like any other, never suspecting that under its own parking lot lay a secret that would catapult it into global headlines. The parking lot had seen better days, riddled with potholes and cracks after decades of use. City inspectors finally approved a long-overdue renovation project to dig up the old concrete, reinforce the foundations, and add better drainage. It was during this mundane construction work that the discovery was made. A backhoe operator was the first to notice something unusual. As the machine dug deeper, a section of soil revealed an odd, rigid structure that didn't match the expected debris. At first glance, it looked like a large piece of rock, but its texture told a different story. Work stopped immediately as word spread through the site. The museum director, who had only stepped outside to check on progress, quickly called in local paleontologists. Within hours, the routine construction zone transformed into an emergency excavation site. What started as a simple maintenance project would become one of the most astonishing dinosaur fossil finds ever made by accident, right under the place dedicated to preserving ancient history. The unearthing begins when word spread that a possible dinosaur fossil had been uncovered beneath the museum's parking lot. The site shifted overnight from a construction zone to an archaeological dig. The museum called in a team of local paleontologists, fossil specialists, and volunteers. Workers who had been pouring concrete just days before now found themselves gently brushing away layers of sediment with small tools. Heavy machinery stood silent as hand trowels, soft brushes, and precise instruments replaced jackhammers and backhoes. At first, it wasn't clear what they had found. The bone's size and the texture of its mineral deposits suggested it might be more than a simple mammal fossil. Experts examine the shape, looking for the telltale signs that distinguish dinosaur fossils from other prehistoric remains. The striations and structure hinted at a creature that walked the Earth millions of years before humans ever existed. Once a larger portion of the fossil was exposed, the team carefully encased it in a protective plaster jacket, a technique used to transport fragile dinosaur fossils without damaging them. Samples were sent to a university lab, where scientists ran radiometric dating tests. Each layer of sediment around the fossil was analyzed for clues about its era. When the first results came back, they confirmed what the paleontologists suspected but hardly dared to hope. This fossil was 67 million years old. That date placed it squarely in the late Cretaceous period, an era when some of the largest and most iconic dinosaurs roamed Earth. What made this dinosaur fossil discovery even more fascinating was that it had survived undisturbed under a slab of asphalt for so long, waiting for an accidental excavation to bring it back into the light. It was a find that promised to reveal new secrets about a world lost to time. An ancient giant revealed after days of delicate excavation, paleontologists were finally able to identify what they had uncovered beneath the museum parking lot. Early examinations pointed toward the fossil belonging to a species related to the ceratopsid family, the group that includes the famous Triceratops. But there was something unusual about its features that made experts pause. The horn structure and frill shape didn't match any known species catalogued in the region. This sparked a wave of excitement within the paleontology community because it hinted at a possible new subspecies that could expand our understanding of dinosaur evolution. The fossil's condition made the discovery even more remarkable. Dinosaur fossil discoveries often yield fragmented remains that scientists must piece together like ancient puzzles. But this specimen was astonishingly intact. The bone segments were so well preserved that even delicate ridges and textures remained visible after millions of years underground. Scientists theorized that the location's unique geology might have created a natural protective cocoon, shielding the fossil from erosion, water damage, and seismic shifts that usually destroy or scatter ancient remains. Another aspect that turned heads was the fossil's placement. Finding a large dinosaur fossil in an urban setting is rare enough, but discovering it directly beneath a museum dedicated to natural history was almost poetic. It was as if the Earth had hidden one of its greatest secrets right beneath the feet of those who spent their lives studying prehistoric life. Speculation spread rapidly. Some experts wondered whether this fossil was evidence of a migration path that dinosaurs in this region used during the late Cretaceous. Others questioned if more fossils could be waiting, buried beneath other sections of the museum grounds. One paleontologist involved in the dig, Dr. Elena Ruiz, shared her thoughts with the press. She called the find one of the most significant and surprising dinosaur fossil discoveries of the decade, adding that it challenges our assumptions about where fossils can be found and reminds us that our planet's history is always closer than we think. This single fossil, resting under a slab of concrete for millions of years, now has the potential to reshape scientific theories and spark new debates among paleontologists worldwide. When accidents rewrite prehistoric history, It might sound unbelievable, but some of the world's most astonishing dinosaur fossil discoveries have happened completely by accident, buried beneath bustling cities, quiet suburbs, and places no one ever imagined would shelter ancient bones. What happened under the museum parking lot is far from the only time history has surprised us like this. In fact, the Dallas Mammoth site stands as one of the most famous examples of a construction project turning into a window to the past. Back in the late 1970s, crews working on a new housing development near Dallas, Texas, stumbled upon massive bones protruding from the soil. What they uncovered was a nearly complete skeleton of a Columbian mammoth, an Ice Age giant that once roamed North America. That accidental discovery delayed the development but eventually turned into an official excavation site that drew paleontologists from all over the country. Thousands of miles away, the Atacama Desert in Chile, one of the driest places on Earth, revealed another hidden secret when roadworkers unearthed dozens of prehistoric whale fossils. In a spot now known as Cerro Balena, or Whale Hill, ancient bones were found clustered together, perfectly preserved by the desert's arid climate. These fossils offered a unique glimpse into ancient marine life, showing how a massive die-off may have happened millions of years ago. That discovery only came to light because of a highway construction project cutting through a barren landscape where no one expected prehistoric treasure to lie in wait. China's rapidly growing cities have also contributed to some unexpected dinosaur fossil finds. In the bustling city of Zhucheng, known as China's dinosaur fossil capital, construction crews routinely run into fossils while expanding roads and buildings. One notable discovery involved the remains of a giant hadrosaur, the so-called duck-billed dinosaur, which added valuable pieces to the puzzle of how these animals lived and migrated. These chance encounters have made Zhucheng a hub for fossil tourism and a vital source of data for paleontologists. Numbers reveal how common these accidental finds really are. Some paleontology organizations estimate that nearly 30% of significant fossil discoveries happen by chance, often during construction projects or mining operations. This surprising percentage highlights how much of our planet's prehistoric record remains hidden, just waiting for an unexpected spark to bring it back into the light. But accidental fossil discoveries come with their share of controversy. Not every ancient bone survives the shock of human development. There are countless tragic stories of fossils destroyed before anyone realized what they were. In some cases, construction companies have ignored protocols to report unusual finds, prioritizing deadlines and budgets over scientific heritage. Fossils have been crushed, dumped, or buried again under tons of concrete, forever lost to science. Laws vary around the world when it comes to handling these discoveries. Some countries have strict regulations that force construction to stop immediately and allow paleontologists to examine the site. Other places rely on the honesty and diligence of workers and managers to report anything suspicious. The balance between progress and preservation remains delicate, with passionate debates about how to protect our hidden prehistory. The story of the museum parking lot fossil is a reminder that the past is not as distant as it seems. It urges us to wonder how many more prehistoric secrets lie hidden beneath our cities, roads, and backyards. One accidental brush of a backhoe could reveal a whole new chapter in the story of life on Earth, a story written in stone long before the first human footsteps. Unlocking ancient timeline. How do paleontologists look at a chunk of bone and declare with confidence that it's 67 million years old? This is where the science behind fossil dating steps in, blending chemistry, geology, and patient detective work. When it comes to dinosaur fossil discoveries, the most common methods include radiometric dating and stratigraphy. Unlike carbon dating, which works well for more recent remains up to about 50,000 years old, radiometric techniques rely on analyzing the decay of radioactive elements in surrounding rocks. By measuring isotopes like uranium and lead, scientists can calculate how much time has passed since the rocks formed, which helps pinpoint the fossil's age. Sediment layers also hold clues. As centuries and millennia pile up, layers of mud, sand, and silt bury organic remains. Paleontologists study these layers, looking for markers that tie them to specific geological periods. When the fossil from beneath the museum parking lot was analyzed, experts used both radiometric dating and careful examination of the sedimentary strata. These combined results gave a clear estimate that this fossil dates back 67 million years, a time when the last dinosaurs walked the Earth before the mass extinction event that wiped him out. Of course, the science of dating fossils isn't without debate. Some researchers argue about margins of error, which can range by thousands of years, a huge difference when trying to piece together ancient ecosystems. But even with those variations, the consensus around this fossil's age remains solid. The confidence comes from comparing the new data with other known fossils from the same region and period. This blend of cutting-edge technology and geological expertise allows us to read Earth's buried history with remarkable accuracy, giving new life to creatures that vanished long ago yet still shape our understanding of the world. A fossil's ripple effect. When a rare dinosaur fossil discovery happens in an unexpected place, it does more than add another piece to the prehistoric puzzle. It transforms how scientists view the ancient world in that region. For paleontologists, the 67-million-year-old fossil found beneath the museum parking lot suggests that this area may have been part of a much larger dinosaur habitat than previously thought. This single find could connect migration patterns between known fossil sites hundreds of miles apart, opening doors for new theories about how these massive creatures moved across ancient landscapes. The museum itself now stands at the center of this scientific breakthrough. Plans are already underway to create a dedicated exhibit that will allow the public to see the fossil up close. Experts will prepare the specimen using special conservation methods to prevent further deterioration. That means climate-controlled display cases, UV filtering glass, and careful monitoring to ensure that the fossil remains intact for generations to come. The museum's curators know that this find could turn a small local attraction into a destination for dinosaur enthusiasts and fossil hunters from around the world. Local officials have projected that the fossil's discovery could boost tourism by as much as 20% in the first year alone. That surge means more ticket sales, gift shop revenue, and funding opportunities to expand the museum's research and education programs. Private donors and scientific institutions are already expressing interest in sponsoring additional digs on the property. The fossil's impact proves that even a single dinosaur fossil discovery can bring a surge of curiosity, funding, and fresh scientific questions, turning an ordinary museum into an extraordinary gateway to Earth's deep past. Secrets below the asphalt. While the excitement over the dinosaur fossil discovery grows, it also raises a question that some find thrilling and others find troubling. If one fossil lay hidden for 67 million years under the museum parking lot, could there be more secrets buried just a few feet below the surface? Some paleontologists believe this find might only be the beginning, hinting that the entire site could rest atop a much larger fossil bed waiting to be revealed. This possibility sparks a heated debate about what should happen next. Preservationists argue that the parking lot should be permanently removed or at least partially excavated to allow for more thorough digs. They claim that continuing to park cars on this spot risks damaging fossils that could add invaluable knowledge to our understanding of dinosaurs. On the other side, museum administrators and local city planners worry about the costs and logistics of giving up prime parking space. They point out that the museum depends on easy access for its growing number of visitors, especially as interest in the new exhibit climbs. Some developers have joined the discussion, suggesting creative solutions like underground parking structures or relocating the lot entirely. But these ideas come with big price tags and no guarantee that more fossils even exist under the remaining asphalt. For now, the question remains open. Should we dig deeper and possibly rewrite the region's prehistoric story, or do we protect what we have and leave the rest hidden in the earth, untouched and unseen? In the shadows of this ancient discovery lies a modern dilemma, balancing our hunger for knowledge with the realities of the present day. Unearthed wonders around the world. Every year, paleontologists and curious amateurs together uncover thousands of dinosaur fossils worldwide, each one adding a fragment to the colossal story of life on Earth. Estimates suggest that at least 2,000 new fossil sites are discovered annually, though many never make headlines. Some finds are routine, like the bones of hadrosaurs, which are among the most common dinosaurs found because they roamed vast territories in herds. But it's the rare discoveries, like a nearly complete T-Rex or an unknown ceratopsid species, that spark global fascination and push scientific boundaries. Accidental fossil discoveries hold a special place in this history. One of the biggest surprises ever recorded happened in Argentina, where a farmer stumbled upon the bones of a colossal titanosaur, later named Patagotitan majorum. It remains one of the largest dinosaur species ever unearthed and was found by chance when the farmer noticed a chunk of bone sticking out of the ground. Stories like these highlight how Earth's prehistoric past often lies just beneath our feet, waiting for a plow, a backhoe, or a curious eye to reveal it. They remind us that the world of dinosaur fossil discoveries is far from finished. Hidden giants may still slumber beneath our roads, buildings, and even our own backyards. The secret beneath our feet, standing above the spot where the museum parking lot once sat, it's impossible not to wonder what other ancient secrets lie hidden beneath the everyday places we know so well. This 67-million-year-old dinosaur fossil discovery is more than a stroke of luck. It is a powerful reminder that our modern world rests on layers of forgotten time, each waiting to be unearthed by a chance encounter or a careful hand. What does this teach us? It shows that history is not just locked away in textbooks or distant canyons, but right here, woven into the soil we walk on every day. It invites us to ask what else might be waiting. Could your own backyard hide the remains of creatures that once ruled the earth? Could a simple renovation project lead to a prehistoric revelation? This is why every dinosaur fossil discovery, accidental or planned, matters. It fuels our sense of wonder, curiosity, and respect for the vast story that came before us. If you found this story fascinating, don't forget to like this video, share it with others who love dinosaurs and hidden history, and tell us what you think. Could the next big fossil find be closer than we ever imagined? Your thoughts and questions might just inspire the next great discovery.